And now, live from the studios of WXYZ Television in Detroit, it's time to play Place Your Bet, a game of love, sex, and romance, and a chance for our contestants to win fabulous prizes. And now, here's your host, Mark Richards.
Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to Place Your Bet. And we're going to have a lot of fun today, a lot of prizes, a lot of questions about love, about sex, and about romance and dating. You all know a lot about those subjects? Yeah. All right. Now, before we play the game, we need some contestants. So if I call your name, I want you to come running down here and take your place behind the podium. Let's get Lois. Lois. Come on down, Lois. Yep. Lois. How about Marianne? Marianne, right over there. And Deb. Deb, come on. Okay, you're our first three contestants as we get ready to place your bet. And let me explain to everyone at home exactly how we play a game called Place Your Bet. And you folks in the audience, you've got to help out our contestants. And here's the way it goes. I'm going to be asking a series of questions based on love, sex, romance, and marriage. Now, I'm going to give our contestants a choice of two answers. You folks in the audience, you're going to hear the question and the answers. You yell out what you think the answer is. And our three contestants, they'll listen and they'll have to decide which answer is correct. We're going to start all three of our contestants out with 500 betting points. If they give us their answer, then how many points they want to bet. If their answer is right, we increase their points. If they're wrong, we decrease. The contestant that has the most amount of points at the end of our game wins the game and our fantastic prize. So you all set to go?
Ready. Yeah.
Everybody in the audience, you ready to play? All right. We have Lois, Mary Jo, and Deb. And here we go with our very first question. Everyone in the audience, according to sex experts, when a man is sexually aroused, does his toes curl up or does his hair fall out? All right. Listen to the audience. All right. Lois, let's start with you. What do you think the answer is?
I know his toes curl up.
You do?
Yes.
All right, place your bet. You have 500 points. How many points do you want to bet?
I'll bet 450.
You're going to go, we don't recommend you going that high in case you're
No.
wrong. No, I would bet like 100 or 200.
100?
You want to go with 100?
100.
You say that his toes curl up. How about you, Mary Jo?
I'm going to agree with her. I'm going to say his toes, and I'm going to say 100 points. 150.
Are you married?
Yes.
Does your husband's toes curl up? Is he bald or what? Yeah.
Yes, he is.
All right, so you say 100 points?
150.
150 points. And Deb, what do you think the answer is?
Well, I'm going to have to go 100 the other way. The hair falls out. My husband's bald. He's not that bald, but he's got a little bit there, so I'm going to go against
Well,
the
the actual answer is that his toes curl up.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Lois, you have 600 points. And Mary Jo, you have yourself 650. And Deb, you're down to 400 points. At nighttime, ladies, it takes the average husband only 7 minutes to do this. To do this at night, the average husband. To do what? Is it to fall asleep or to make love to his wife? Audience, help them out. 7 minutes it takes the average husband. Is it to fall asleep or to make love to his wife? Lois, what do you think?
Fall asleep.
You say fall asleep?
Fall asleep.
All right, you have 600 points, Lois. Place your bet.
I'll bet 200.
200 that you say it's fall asleep. How about you, Mary Jo?
I'm going to agree, fall asleep, and
And
250.
You're going 200, that is fall asleep. And Deb?
I'm going to go 150 fall asleep.
Well, ladies, you're all correct. Yep, it's fall asleep. However, sometimes, you know, it could be the other answer, too. Right. Here is your next question. Oh, here's an interesting one. The magazine Psychology Today asked people if they would divorce their spouse. if they would divorce their spouse for $1 million in cash. Now, what did the majority say? Did the majority say they would or they would not divorce their spouse for $1 million in cash? All right. Now, Lois, Mary Jo, and Deb, you got to remember, this is $1 million in cash. What do you think the answer is, Lois?
Oh, it's divorce.
Lois, you say yes?
Yes.
They would divorce their spouse.
Yes,
The majority of people surveyed.
Yes.
All right, place your bet. You have 800 points, Lois.
I'll bet 5.
You're going 5. Okay. And Mary Jo, what do you think the answer is?
I'm going to say no, because if they don't have $1 million to give, you're not going to get nothing.
All right. So
I'm
you
gonna
say would not.
No.
All right. And
200.
you say 200 would not. And Deborah.
I'm going to say 200 that they're going to divorce them.
For $1 million
I would.
Well,
You turn around and marry him again.
well, according to Psychology Today's survey, the majority said they would not. Mary Jo, you get yourself 700 points. You were right, Mary Jo?
No, yes,
I was
No,
right.
you were right. So, Mary Jo, you're up to 1,100. You have 1,100. Lois, you're down to 300. And Deb, you're down to 350. Now, we're playing for some fantastic prizes here, like a year's supply of rice-a-roni, so we got some good prizes here. Now, you ladies are all married, correct?
correct.
All right, here's an interesting question. Your husband likes to wear your nightgown to bed, okay? Now, according to Women's Day magazine, should you allow your husband to act out his fantasies, or is your husband a real sicko? Sicko. Lois, what do you think the answer is on that one? Lois, you have 300 points. You're trailing.
I'm losing. I'm going to bet my 300 on... Not sicko.
In other words-
I'm old. I forget fast. What was that again?
When's the last time you... Well, I'll tell you. All right, here again, according to Women's Day magazine, if your husband wears your nightgown to bed every night, not every night, but occasionally, is he a real sicko, or is it okay?
It's okay.
It's okay. Place your bet. You have 300 points.
300.
You're betting 300. Okay, Mary Ann.
I think it's
Mary
okay.
Jo.
I think it's okay.
You say it's okay. You have 1,100 points, Mary Jo.
150.
You're playing it safe, right? And finally, Deb.
Well, personally, I think it's sicko, but I'm going to go with the audience and say it's okay if they want to. But not too often.
Okay,
so,
so Deb and Lois say it's
150.
okay, and Mary Jo says he's a sicko, right?
No, he's
You're also
okay.
Oh, you all
okay.
say it's okay?
Okay, yeah.
Well, he's a sicko.
Well,
He needs psychiatric help. He really does. All right,
You got it
and
all.
look,
You got
you
it
know,
all.
Lois, we got some bad news for you,
oh well.
sweetheart.
Come with nothing, go with nothing.
You know, that's exactly what I said. But I'll tell you what, would you rather have a year's supply of rice-a-roni or a hug and a kiss from me?
I'll take the hug and kiss.
I'm glad you said that, okay? Okay.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, wait.
Oh, what are we going to do?
Lois, you're a devil.
It's all right, John.
She wants to... She wants...
You going to take
wants-
this
All right. Come with me, Lois. All right. Well, you know, we're all out of time. We're all out of time for the game. And checking the score, Deb, you have 100 points. Mary Jo, you have 950. And our winner is Mary Jo. Okay, Mary Jo, congratulations to you, and let's find out what you won. Johnny, what did she win?
Our winner, Mary Jo, will receive a set of coffee mugs from a rare collection entitled Kelly & Company and a dinner for two at Chives Restaurant.
Well, Mary Jo, I want to thank Lois for being with us. Debbie, thank you for being. We have some consolation prizes for you, and our winner is Mary Jo. And I want to thank all of you. And Johnny, thank you. And we'll be back right after these words. Thank you.
Live from WLS Studios on State and Lake Streets in Chicago is an exciting new game called Place Your Bets. It's a chance for contestants to win fantastic prizes by answering questions about love, marriage, and romance. And get this, the host of Place Your Bets is Mark Richard.
Thank you, Johnny. Welcome to Place Your Bet, and we have some fine prizes to give away. Lots of fun coming up. But before we play the game, I need 3 contestants. So if I call your name, I want you to come running down and take your place behind the podium. First of all, Carla. Where's Carla? Come on down, Carla. Dan, you come on down. And Susan. You're our first 3 contestants on Place Your Bet, and we'd like to welcome you to the program. Here's the way we play the game. Now, you folks in the audience are going to help our 3 contestants. We're going to start all 3 of you off with 500 betting points. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, starting with you, Susan.
Susan, did you wear your name on purpose here today?
Everybody has it. I even made one for.
Okay.
Okay, now here's the way we play. We're going to give you 500 points. Susan, I'm going to give you a question, give you a choice of 2 answers. Now, you folks in the audience, you help these contestants out by shouting out what you think the answer is. You folks listen, you tell me what your answer is, and then tell me how many points you want to bet. If you're right, we add. If you're wrong, we subtract. Whoever has the most points wins a fine prize. Susan, you ready to play?
Yes. Okay.
Here we go. Question number 1. You're a woman making love with a man, and you accidentally call him by another man's name. Now, according to the book, Etiquette for Love and Romance, in that situation, Susan, what should you do? Should you apologize to the man or simply laugh it off? Audience? Laugh it off. All right, Susan, what do you think the answer is?
Laugh it off.
Place your bet. Now, you have 500 points. 100, 150, 200, what do you think?
150.
You're saying 150 that you should laugh it off?
Yeah.
You're right. Yes. And that puts you up. Dan, here is your question. On the average, Dan, does it take longer to make love or to embalm a corpse? We have experts out here.
No.
On the average.
Are we talking anyone in particular?
No, just...
Embalm a corpse.
You say embalm a corpse? Place your bet.
250.
You're saying 250? Well, you are right. Yes. You see, it takes about 90 minutes to embalm a corpse and only 20 minutes to make love, including foreplay. Yes. Oh, yes.
Well, you didn't say including foreplay.
Okay, Carla. Carla, are you married?
Yes, I am.
Well, your husband, Carla, likes to wear your nightgown to bed. Okay? Now, according to Women's Day magazine, Carla, should you allow your husband to act out his sexual fantasies, or is your husband a real sicko? You think he's a real sicko, right? Okay, Carla, place your bet.
Somebody said 5 times.
Stand up for what you believe in, Carla.
500.
You're going the whole thing?
That's right.
All right. You say 500 points, he's a real sicko. You're right. And, your husband, he needs psychiatric help. Yes. Okay, checking the score. Susan, 650. Dan, 750 and 1,000 points. We don't even have room for 1,000, but you have 1,000 points, Carla. Here we go back to Susan. According to Ann Landers, most women commit adultery out of sexual frustration. Now, this is according to Ann Landers. But how about men? Do most men commit adultery because out of boredom or curiosity?
Curiosity.
All right, Susan is listening to your answers, and she says curiosity.